And welcome back. So, today's Who Would Win comes to us from Noir Gillen Sky. Did I get that right? Nour? Well, it's Nour, which theoretically would be Nour, like hour, but maybe Noir. Gillen Sky. If I got that wrong, I apologize. You asked the question, who would win the fight? Twilight Sparkle or Midna? Midna, like midnight, kind of from Zelda. I'm guessing that's who you're talking about because it's the only version I could find. Um, so basically, I mean, Twilight Sparkle. I think I've done Twilight Sparkle. I didn't. I don't think I've actually done a My Little Pony on this show before. Don't think I have, but I did look into her when they were doing Raven versus her. So, I mean, I believe she's a unicorn princess pony, whatever. She's got a lot of powers, a lot of magic to her. She's got some that's useful, some that's not. She can kind of travel through time a bit, some energy attacks, some spells, some transmutation kind of stuff. I'm going to tell you, this is going to be a pretty short episode. Here's why. Going over Midna's abilities. Now, we don't know her full capabilities. However, she can apparently is able to warp link through portals of the Twilight at any given time. Okay. She seems to be able to do this. She can phase through things through like a disintegration and regeneration effect. So she can phase through things. She tried using a sword and shield once, but she didn't displease her power, so she just vanished them into the Twilight and keeps them for Link when they need her. She hides in shadow when she's in the light. She can pull switches and make a power field around her for Wolflink to attack enemies within range. These powers are just some of the abilities. Problem is, her real ability is to destroy the mirrors and the episode was only able to destroy the mirror into fragments, and it's only Midna's true power that can completely obliterate the Twilight mirror. Gotta tell ya, I mean, because Zelda herself doesn't have a great deal of power. She's got power, sure, but she comparatively, like spellcasting wise, she doesn't have a lot of power. Midna doesn't seem to have even as much as Zelda does, if we're going to be honest. So I mean, I can tell you right now, it's going to be Twilight Sparkle who wins the fight. Sorry to say, because Twilight Sparkle just has more abilities that I'm aware of, like time travel, like energy, like using dark magic. Sure, she could face. She has nothing that could theoretically take down Twilight Sparkle. She doesn't. So if a fight between them happens, she could maybe hold her off for a little bit. You maybe use her a fate walking through walls and other objects abilities, basically a phasing, to go like, nope, you missed me, and then just eventually gets hit. But overall, she can turn to a banana. She can turn into a plant. She gets blasted with energy and gets, defeated. She apparently does have a transformation of something. This transformation shows her curse is not lifted, enabled her. With the help of her ancestor, use her power to transform into a giant spider. But that was with the help with her ancestor magic. I don't know if the ancestors were doing it, but let's say she has it on her. Power to transform into a giant spider-like beast with large polearm weapons to break the pyramid shape around the Hyrule Castle, allowing the duel to entry. So theoretically, she can transform into a giant spider. She goes to transform into other people. That's that's not anything super impressive. The Twilight Sparkle could handle that, no real issue. If we're gonna be honest. So yeah, it's a short fight, but it's Twilight Sparkle in this one. Midna just didn't have enough abilities to really put up any solid fight. So I mean, yeah, let's say they square off and fight. I mean, Midna maybe throws a little energy attack at her or something like that. Twilight Sparkle starts ramming at her. Maybe she disintegrates, like, ha, you missed me. Ha, no, I didn't. And then he just comes in and whacks her. It's like, why, you ancestors, give me power. Turns to a giant spider. She's just got to fly and keep at her. He's like, yep, I'm going to cast a spell. Whoop, that one didn't work. Let me try it again. That one worked. I turned you into a flower. That's where this fight goes. That's unfortunately, that's how I see the fight happening. Now, again, I've never played the Zelda games. Maybe they showed off more powers of Midna than that. But those are all the abilities I can find on her as it stands. Her abilities aren't necessarily prone to real combat. She's a support character. That's what she was. Princess Zelda has more abilities. Princess Zelda's actually got a fair amount of combat abilities to her comparatively. But Yeah, no, it's Twilight Sparkle about. Ooh, okay. Hypothetically, I can see a scenario where she won. She's like, "Hi, you lose." Like, now prepare to, and then turns into a giant spider and just eats Twilight Sparkle. So yes, there's a hypothetical scenario where that happens. I'll go only 5% of that hypothetical scenario, but it could happen. But yeah, 95% of the time, no, it's Twilight Sparkle who wins. But anyway, that's my thought. This is probably one of the shortest ones I've ever done. Thanks for watching, though. I hope you enjoyed. Like, comment, share, subscribe. As always, you want us to review something, put in the comments below. Let us know. We'll do a review of it at some point. I just who to win, Star Wars, Superman Magic, What If, anything I do on the channel, put that in the comments below as well. I'll get to that at some point. Solo this week. Death Battle should be up by the time this sun's up, that prediction. I'm trying to think here. Anything else I got planned besides box office and What If on the weekend? I mean, they're spoiling the cards for the Battle Bond, which actually, I'll be honest, besides the stuff that's labeled team stuff, I'm actually digging it. I would actually pick up some Battle Bond, absolutely. But I'm probably going to hold off at least on doing the set spoiler videos like I used to, up until Ravnica comes around, because Core Set isn't really gonna. Core Set will have some new stuff, obviously, but nothing that's gonna be like, we need to talk about this. No, I'm gonna wait until the Guilds of Ravnica stuff comes out or gets around here. That I'm gonna start talking about like actual card spoilers again. Just because I tried doing that with Dominaria and I just couldn't like do it on a regular enough basis. So, and I just fell out of doing the videos. So yeah. But anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and I'll see you folks